Hello, Georgetown. I'm Beverly Enos, and you're watching Spotlight Georgetown. You can find us Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Sometimes you can find us at other times in the afternoons or kind of in the wee hours of the morning, but the weekends are our scheduled time slots. This is RCA-TV. This is your cable station. So if you would like to become part of it, if you'd like to come and be a guest, if you would like to come be behind the cameras, learn how to edit, if you'd like to do some promotion of a nonprofit in the area, just let us know and we'll make sure it happens for you. Now today we're talking to Emily Taft, and we're going to be talking about nutrition and vitamins and supplements and things like that. So welcome.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Now how long have you lived in town?
We moved here in 1975.
Okay, so that's
Been
quite a
here
while.
a long time,
That's
yes.
a long time.
Yes.
And you have family here?
Yes, it just, we feel it turned out to be a great town to bring your family up in. Been very happy.
Yeah, that's most of the people that come on the show. They moved here for one reason and ended up loving it because of the family and the schools and the kids and,
Yes, and
things like
friendly.
that. Yeah. You have other interests in town. What do you do in town? You've been lots of different things.
Yes, I was very active in the school system while my children were going through. I was president of the PTO several years.
Okay.
And we were responsible for bringing in many drug programs and safety programs, and we brought the PTO up to the junior, senior high level. So that was we were proud of that.
Yeah. And anything else now that you do other than what you do for business?
Not really. We just try to stay on top of what's going on in the politics and what's
See you at
for the
town
good of
meeting all the time. So,
Yes.
so today we're going to be talking about some supplements and vitamins. And you work for a company, but we're not going to specifically name companies because of the just the way the corporations are formed.
Right.
Now, vitamins are found in foods that we eat, and we're supposed to eat a wide variety of foods to get all our vitamins. So why would you need to take a supplement?
Well, in these days right now, the earth does not have the vitamins and the nutrients in it that it had years ago because of pollution, because there are so many cars, so many factories. So we all need to take a good all-natural supplement so that our body is really getting those nutrients. You could eat 1,000,000 carrots and you're still not going to get the nutrients that were in carrots 50 years ago.
When I was growing up, I remember in one of the classes that I took in high school, they were talking about crop rotation and all of this. They don't do that anymore in a lot of the big farms. They just grow the same thing year after year after year, and it really depletes the soil.
Yes, that adds to it along with the general pollution that's going on in the air.
And we also have a lot of things that are no longer grown in the U.S.
Yes.
We import a lot of things that we never did before, and so we don't really know what the nutrition level is in those foods.
And we don't know what pesticides have been used or any of that, so it's a big unknown.
What should you look for in a supplement? How do you choose one vitamin or supplement or?
Well, I would recommend being very careful to read the freshness date on it because all of your good vitamins and supplements are dated, and you want to read the ingredients on the label, keeping in mind that there are only a couple of companies who will guarantee that everything on the label is actually inside in the supplement and that they will stand behind it. If you have a company with a 100% guarantee, you're better off going with that company. And you want to do a little due diligence in the process of the supplement getting inside of you, the delivery system. Some companies have a patented delivery system that guarantees that what needs to get to a certain part of your body will actually get there.
Okay, as opposed to just taking it and you don't know if it's going to work or not.
That's right. You don't know if it's just going right through and out and nothing dissolves in the right places.
Okay, we're talking in general terms. We're talking a supplement. Is that something other than the vitamins?
Yes, there are so many different forms of vitamins and other elements that work towards giving you a healthy body. Because very often if you give the body what it needs naturally. The body can sometimes heal itself, but it needs to be in a natural form, without chemicals, without fillers.
So you want to make sure that you read the label and it says natural and no chemicals, no fillers, or...
And beyond reading the label, I would do some check into the company itself and see what their background is and what their status is.
Now we're talking companies like Shackley, Relive, Trump, these types of companies.
Yes.
These are the companies that you've heard of for years and years and years. They've been around.
Yes.
They're probably the ones that are very trusted, as opposed to some fly-by-night that kind of comes in and goes out, as opposed to the ones you see on TV in the middle of the night.
Exactly. Well, even a lot of vitamins at vitamin stores and stores that you would think by their name could be trusted. You really need to check into it.
Okay. And beyond that, we need minerals as well.
Yes.
So a lot of the supplements give minerals that we don't get in our foods.
That's right. That's right.
Because they're just not there. I did some research. What should be in the vitamin, there's kind of a minimum daily requirement.
Yes.
Is that really enough?
In many instances, it is not. It all depends on your particular situation. All of us are different. We're all made up of millions of chemicals and water. So you really need to perhaps get some advice. If you have a certain condition, you may need more of a particular mineral or vitamin. So it really is an individual need. And the basic minimum requirement is just that, it's basic. And then it becomes custom.
Okay, so the next time you go to the doctor, when you do just a general blood test, they can test for a lot of these. They can test for levels of K and A and things like that are in your bloodstream.
Yes, but you generally have to ask for that.
Right, you have to ask for it. But
Yes.
that's a good way to find out.
Exactly.
And the doctor can take care of that for you.
Yes.
Beta carotene is better than vitamin A because it works better with D.
Yes.
Then we need C for tissues. We need we need E for heart and muscle, D3. A lot of people are very short on D vitamins.
Yes, in the Northeast.
Especially because that's the one that you get from sunshine.
Yes.
And all winter long, we never hit the point that the sun is strong enough to give us any D.
Right.
And most people don't realize that. It's, that it's just not strong enough for us to get the vitamin D. And milk has vitamin D in it, but that's still not enough for most people.
And I think the delivery system is very important, because you can't put certain vitamins and minerals together in the same, we'll call it a pill, or in the same ingredients, because one could eliminate the other. So the delivery system has to be really exceptional in order for those vitamins to get, and minerals to get where they need to go.
So that's why a lot of these companies, they've got vitamin pills, but then they have shakes or powders that you mix.
Correct.
And you'd get different things from different items.
Yes, they would. But even in the pills, the way it's encapsulated, you want to look for a company that has patented their delivery system. That is just of the utmost importance, because you could take all the right amounts and it could just go right through you. So it needs to be delivered properly.
Because a lot of them are water soluble.
Yes.
So they're here one day, gone tomorrow. It's not
That's
like
right.
it's going to stay with your system.
That's correct.
And are there any that you have to worry about taking too much of?
Oh yes, absolutely. And again, it's good to go with a reputable company that knows these amounts and is very careful not to either overdose or underdose.
Now, how did you even get involved in working in this field?
Well, I was looking for something, and I have a mentor whom I had been following in another business, and I have the utmost respect for her. She did her homework. She was in the corporate world and was sick of corporate life. So she was telling me about her decision to go with this particular company. And I said, I'm going to grab your coattails and I'm following. That's how I got in.
And you've enjoyed it.
I've loved it. It turned out to be a perfect match.
We've seen you at a lot of craft shows and things like that.
Yes.
So that people can find you there. You're also in the phone book,
Yes.
obviously, because you've lived in town for so long. Now, the company that you work for, how long has it existed?
54 years.
That's a long time.
It is. It is.
So that's something that you'd expect. Now, all of these products, a lot of the companies don't do just vitamins and supplements. They do cleaning products, or they do other things.
Exactly.
Now, how do those affect our environment?
Well, as with our company, everything is designed to stay in harmony with nature. That's the philosophy of the company. So it's all based around keeping us healthy and keeping the environment healthy. So nothing is done that's going to harm either one.
It bothers me when I see some of the ads about these water bottles, the plastic water bottles. And if you line them up, it would go around the world twice or something like that.
Exactly.
And you think about it, and people are always carrying around, the plastic water bottles that you throw away.
Yes.
And that's a lot of plastic.
It is, and the alternative is to purchase a high quality water filtration pitcher is the simplest way, and then you just buy filters. And you want one that takes out, such as this particular company, will take out 28 impurities, including lead. And the two leading makers in the United States only remove 4, and lead isn't even one of the 4. So again, you need to do your homework.
For Georgetown water, is one of them iron?
And the Georgetown water tastes wonderful with this.
Okay.
It's great.
So
And that eliminates the plastic bottles piling up in the landfill.
because you can buy good water bottles that you can take
Yes.
with you and come home and put them in the dishwasher.
Absolutely.
And that's what they're meant for.
Yes.
And they're not going to hurt you, and
No,
you just have to make sure that it's a good quality.
a good quality. The stainless steel are good because it also keeps the water colder.
Oh, okay. Now, what types of nutrition products are available?
Mostly all vitamins and supplements and anything that's going to help give your body what it's missing. Because again, individually, some of our bodies are more depleted in one area than another because of our lifestyle or perhaps some illness we've had.
So there's also been a lot of talk that a lot of the things that we see, the ADHD and a lot of illnesses, could be helped by really having a good nutrition supplement program.
Absolutely, and this has been proven time and time again with studies and all sorts of medical reports. And there are alternatives to jumping right into prescription drugs, and your high quality, all natural vitamins and supplements have been proven to work wonders and have been a big help to parents.
And I know along that same vein, a lot of organic produce and fresh foods. So it's not just one or the other. It's a combination.
Exactly.
Because we need to remember that supplements are there to supplement our eating patterns.
Yes.
So we still need to eat
Exactly.
the raw veggies and the raw fruits and all of the things that are good for us.
Yes.
And organic is better than chemically fertilized or chemically sprayed for bugs or
Colored,
whatever it
yes.
is, or chemically colored. Or I remember when my kids were young, everything was don't use anything that has red dye number 4. So a lot of these things through the years have been taken out of our everyday lives.
Yes,
But then still, we don't know a lot of what's been put in,
exactly.
especially when we're buying things that are not grown locally
Yes.
or
And I would recommend that people also go to there's a government website that lists all of the chemicals that are in, for instance, in cleaning products. And you can plug in anything under your sink and it will all be there. Many consumers are under the false impression that if it's for sale in the store, it's been okayed by the government. And it's just not true. I mean, it's for sale, but many of the particularly cleaning products are just so full of toxins that it would scare you to go on that website, but you should.
When my kids were young, I was involved with Women of Today, and I read a program in a book or a magazine, and I brought it into Georgetown. It was called Mr. Yuck, and it had green stickers with a big frown face on it. And we went into the schools, and it was amazing. All you did was you went through the chemicals that were in whatever was under the typical kitchen sink, and you put a Mr. Yuck sticker on it, so the kids knew not to touch it. And we went through, as our internal group, we went through our own kitchens, and it was amazing
Yes.
how much dangerous things that were sitting under our kitchen sinks.
Absolutely.
And that's probably the last place it should sit if you have young children.
Yes.
That
Yes.
should be, cleaning things should be put someplace where they can't get them.
Well, either that or just use non-toxic cleaning supplies. I think that's a better answer. And it amazes me with all the programs they have now at birthing hospitals that they offer to the parents about safety and about the whole process of becoming a mom and dad. And they'll come out to the car. You can't even have your baby unless they see that the car seat is
Right.
proper. Then you bring this tiny little infant into your home, put the baby to bed, and you get all your poisons out. You clean the kitchen with your kitchen poisons, your bathroom with your bathroom poisons, and your laundry with another set of chemicals. And with the stringent building codes now, our homes are very tight, so these toxins have nowhere to go. They're bounding into each other, creating a toxic bomb inside your home. And these little teeny lungs are just learning to breathe, and nothing has been said to you in these parenting classes.
Yeah.
Get rid of your toxic chemicals.
So it's almost like having organic foods. There are organic cleaners out there
Exactly.
for these
and
companies.
They're called green cleaners and non-toxic.
Okay.
And again, you have to do your homework because everything that's labeled green and non-toxic isn't necessarily.
Right, right, because you have to read everything that's in there so
Yes.
that you know. So to take a look at all of these things, for optimal health, we need to eat good foods, eat raw veggies and fruits, and we have to have high quality supplements from a reliable source.
Yes.
And make sure that the delivery is going to be the best for
Optimal, yes.
for what it would work. Vitamins are to complement, not to replace real
Yes.
foods. People still need to get exercise,
Yes.
a good night's sleep, clean water,
Yes.
so that clean water comes back again, which is very important, and minimize the environmental toxins and the junk foods that we eat.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so I think we've covered a lot today.
Yes.
So I think people will take a look at those vitamins they're taking, read the labels, take a look at the company names, and see what they think.
Excellent.
Excellent. Thank you very much for joining us,
Thank
Emily.
you so
it's
much.
good to see you.
Nice to see you, Beverly.
I'm Beverly Enos. This is Spotlight Georgetown. Don't forget, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Join us again. Bye for now.